Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How are we doing out there? It is Friday, and we are live, trying to stay alive here. We're looking at BTC/USD down 7.63%. As you can see, we did get through the support levels that we had previously drawn, so let's get down to business. So we're going to look for support to hold right there as we speak at the 35,596.01 US dollars is your support level, and then we're going to come back up to resistance 36,966.60 as we're starting to punch through previous resistance. I had mentioned that options expiring and futures today, so keep an eye out for that volatility as we get through this painful day. Let's move on to ETH/USD, Ethereum. Similar pattern here, following down on Bitcoin. We have a double bottom to lean down on, so we can look all the way at the 2369.71 for that support to hold. And we are going to look at resistance now coming back through the 2662.71 is our resistance level for ETH, Ethereum. Moving on to BNB/USD, Binance Coin. All these patterns look almost identical. So we are looking down at 306.376 for your support level. And new resistance based on those previous highs. First, we're going to look at the 328.442. And then keep in mind, we got to get up through that 26 and the 12-day moving average as well. Moving on to ADA/USD, Cardano. Cardano is feeling a little bit more pain than some of the other names here. And we're going to look down on that double bottom and previous pivot. 1.432 is your support level. And resistance climbing back through. We're going to have to get above that 1.5179, which used to be the 26-day moving average high over here. Let's move on to DOT/USD, PolkaDot. Good old PolkaDot. We have resistance up there at the, where's that at? That's going to be right at the 21.60 and support 19.55 for the dot of Poki. Moving on to Doge. Doge army is retreating. Looking down there at the 0.2941 for support. And your resistance level as we climb back through, folks, going to be that 0.3220. We've seen that many times before. We had a lot of consolidation there. We're going to come down and retest these lows. And we're looking for a bounce. Moving on to LTC/USD. The lightest of all coins, Litecoin. Where are we at? There we are. We're going to find, let's get that stop loss out of the way. Based on the previous low, we're going to look at the 155.68 for support. And resistance is going to be tight range at the 171.32. So everything's on sale today. As we move on to LINK/USD. Chainlink, and we have support sitting down there. Should we need to go down there and test it, 24.8895 is your support. And then new resistance, 26.952. And someone just mentioned here on YouTube that the YouTube stream did not go live again last night, so I'm going to check into that. 2 nights in a row I've had issues. Managed to get through on some of the other platforms, but YouTube did not make it for some reason. Let's move on to Stellar, XLM/USD. For sure, we want to test that right there as we speak. So support 0.3634 is your support level. And then climbing back through, we got some wiggle room on this particular name on Stella. 0.404. Moving on to Vechain, the chain of V's. All the way down. You see over this region here, we tested this before at the 0.101 and resistance level climbing back through. Going to be the 0.11127. Moving on to FIL USD. Filecoin. Support 62.191 and resistance up there at the 67.771. We'll move over to its competitor STORJ USD. Stop loss out of the way. We won't need that for a while. Double bottom down there at the 0.955. So look for it to hold that $1 range at one round numeral. And 1.060 is your resistance. Moving on to IOTA, Internet of Things. Going to lean down on that 0.99. Check that, 0.969 is your support. And going to need to get back through these previous highs at the 1.086. Let's have a look at comp, CONP USD. Did not make it into the sales target with this particular name. Going to look down there, did get through this double bottom, so we are looking now down at the 345.32 support. And next level resistance 379.47 for COMP. Let's look at the Batcoin, BAT USD, basic attention token. Going to look down there to 0.6606 for your support. And going to move that and adjust for, we're just now testing that resistance, 0.7130. Moving on to Ethereum Classic, ETC, a USD. We'll scoot over here so we can get that stop loss out of the way. Leaning all the way down, we're going to look at the 60.595 is your support level. And a double topper here at the 66.381. For Ethereum Classic, moving on to Mana, MANAU, DSC. Let's look down at the 0.750, nice round number. And for climb back through, looking at the 0.833. Moving on to ZIL, ZIL USD. .0970 is your support level to look forward to. Not if you're a bull. But anyway, 0.1099 is your resistance for ZIL. Moving on to NU. Down 17.5%, give or take a few. So looking to hold up on the 0.2813. And you can see here, big, massive rejection off that 100-day moving average, which is that thick yellow line. And we're going to look at those previous highs. 0.303 is your resistance for NU. We'll have a look at NMR USD. There we are, 38.99, so roughly the $39 range is your support. And resistance there, 41.590 for NMR. Moving on to GRT, the graph token. So looking for support to hold up 0.6292. And good jump over here and grab this other guy here. There we go. We do have resistance, very tight range, 0.687 for GRT. Moving over to Uniswap, you and I. As I say a lot, you ain't got no alibi. 24.929 is your support level. And climbing back up through, first you're going to look at the 25.924. Very tight range. Moving on to AAVE USD. $305.561 is your support level. And let's try to grab that guy coming back through. You're going to look at the 330.34 resistance. MKR USD. Looking down there at the 3135.288 US doll hairs is your support level and resistance level coming back up through. We'll pop over on the 1 hour, get that for you. We can tell a little bit more. There we are, 3523.86 resistance. Heading over to MATIC, MATIC USD. So as you can see here, we did get into our sales target for a lot of these names. So we have exited the trade. I will reset those for the next trade coming up here once we stabilize here. So we have support down to 1.565. And we are testing resistance as we speak. So we'll go ahead and be optimistic. Look up there, the 1.857 resistance. Moving on to SOL USD. And 25.84 is your support. And looking up there at resistance, 30.3898. We'll hop over some of these NFTs. We look at the audio. Audio down 14% today, and we are looking down at the $1, roughly the $1 even for support, 1.01 on the previous low. And we'll grab the resistance level. We had quite a few up in this range at the 1.423. Moving on to CHZ USD. And we're looking down there to hold the 0.2665 and resistance level for you. 0.285. Almost done, folks. Hang in there with me. We're looking at Theta, THETA USD. We have support still at the 6.889 and resistance level 7.687 for Theta. Having a look here at ENJ. ENJ down 18%, so it's dropping off a little bit heavier than some of the other names. Weaker hands in this particular one, so we're looking at 1.2897 support to hold up. And we got to get back through the 1.434 resistance. So we're wrapping up here with ONE USD Harmony 1. Not to be confused with OneCoin. If you've been around a while, that was a fiasco. So we're looking at support 0.0823 and resistance coming back through 0.0941. We're going to wrap up here with BTC.D, calculated here in TradingView. This is the Bitcoin dominance. We're back up to 44%. As you can see, got all the way up there to 48%. So we're up about 1.5% as Bitcoin folks start to roll back into BTC to endure the downside. We'll go into look at Ethereum Dominance, Ethereum dominance is down about 1.5%, 18.82. And then wrap it up here with DOGE.D. Doge dominance steady at the 2.62, so roughly down 1%. And we lost about 200,000, I should say 200 billion. So we're down to 1,514,000,000,000 as we shed some weight here on this wonderful Friday. Well, folks, that does it for me. Thank you for sticking it out with me. Good luck today in your trading, and keep those hands of diamonds. And we will see you later on.